Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to reading for mid-April 2024. We're going to jump right in here. You have this mechanic card. It says you can easily fix your finances with little friction. You have this card that says invest in home business or make money from home. I will tell you this, Scorpio, that if you are doing anything to make money from home, it is just a really good time for you to do that. We see a lot of good energy in your chart for kind of like side hustles, side businesses, anything like that. I think would be extra beneficial. Could even be something like temporary work, what do you call that? Holiday work, not holiday work, but, kind of like seasonal work is the word that I was struggling to find there. So, any like seasonal work or anything like that, really could be very, very good for you and could lead to, not only extra money, but, just abundance in general. You have this abundance card, this great fortune card showing up. So this definitely looks amazing here, Scorpio, for you. I think that there's a lot of good stuff coming in for you. You start with the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands can be like conflict or competition. Personally, I like the Five of Wands, really, because I like all the fives. To me, the fives in the tarot have very easy solutions. The Five of Wands, these people are using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So it's also like a card of self-education or, kind of like learning through conflict. So it could say that you have learned a lot through the challenges that you've been through. And obviously that is a good thing. This could, you can get things for it. I always say that, to me, the Five of Wands, I call it Indiana Jones. To me, it's like going on some sort of crazy adventure and getting a reward. I always say that, I think the things we go through, we shouldn't just like suffer and just, experience the pain. I think that, one of my favorite people of all time, Eric Thomas, he says at the end of pain is success. And, it's so true. Like most people just go through the pain, but they don't like get something out of it. And I feel the Five of Wands is saying like, what can you get out of the things that you've been through, or how can you make them worth it, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune as your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross, and the Wheel of Fortune, of course, can represent a turnaround or things turning in your favor. But I actually feel pretty good about this. I think things, just based off the reading, Empress, you have the Jupiter card, this abundance card, Great Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, Chariot, Ace of Wands. I mean, this looks amazing. So I feel like your fortunes are turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. I always say that there are, Wheel of Fortune to me is an action, and I like to make it a point that you focus on the actions on the Wheel of Fortune, which, number one, double down on the good stuff, get rid of the bad stuff, any challenges that come up, take care of them right away. Most people hide from their challenges, and their challenges just become bigger and bigger and bigger. So if we do that, we are working with the Wheel of Fortune. Not only that, we can educate ourselves about whatever it is we're trying to do in life, and we can also work on our vibrations as well, putting out a good vibe. And if we do all that, then we will continue to turn things in our favor with the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Empress. The Empress is, of course, a card of abundance and success coming in for you. This is coming up in the area of your thoughts or what's on your mind. So I think that you have the Empress on the bottom of your clarifying deck there as well. But what I would say is the Empress is about abundance, but it's also about like thinking about creating abundance. And I think that a lot of you have that mechanic card about fixing your finances. So I think you are discovering or trying to discover ways that to improve your finances, or you are trying to discover ways to make more money, or whatever the case may be. So, again, I feel pretty good about this. I feel like you are going to be improving your situation financially with whatever it is that you're working on. I also feel like you could be becoming more fancy, right? The Empress is very fancy. Her clothing is meant to look very heavy on her because she has nice clothing. And I feel that you are kind of increasing the quality of your experience is what I'm getting. So that could be, anything. Like I feel like you're creating more quality experiences here on Earth, which is great. In the area of your foundation, you have the Death card, which is just you. So you're showing up in a very strong position. It's pretty good to show up, especially as yourself in the foundation. It just says that you are coming from a place of strength, and your foundation is yourself. So this is, just a good thing. I think that all decisions are coming from yourself, and this is allowing you to really take control of your life. And I feel it's leading to, or will be leading to, a lot more success in the future. In your past position, this is what you're moving past. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. I do feel, especially with that Jupiter card also coming up here, I feel like you're getting rewards for the work that you've been doing already. So again, Eight of Pentacles can say that you've done work in the past, and now you are getting your rewards for the work that you have done. And what do you know? You have this great fortune card. It says good luck, triumph, happiness. It also says reward for your efforts, which is exactly what I just said. Fulfillment, dreams come true, positive outcome. You have this official person card. It says person in uniform, dominant battle, official work. So you could, again, be getting rewards for the work that you've done in the past. And obviously, it's going to lead to great fortunes, or it could. So I really see this. I would say that the other interesting thing that I get for you, Scorpio, is like, if you are working on something, I think that you're going to be working on something that you're going to be establishing for a long time. And so it's like you might not be a millionaire overnight, right? It might be a couple years from now or something like that. But it's like whatever you're working on is the right thing. So like don't stop now, and I think that you're going to see improvements right away. But, it does look to me like something that you are establishing. I say that because of the Chariot, and we'll talk about that in a minute. In the area of your very near future, you have the King of Swords. King of Swords could be an official person as well. King of Swords to me is a card of a mentor. So if you're looking for help or guidance, or if you're looking to improve your life in some way, the King of Swords could say that there's like a mentor. It could be a man, woman, doesn't matter, whatever gender. It could just be a person who can come help you or help guide you towards success or new directions. And so I would do whatever you can to work with other people, or get help from your mentors, or whatever you want to call it. I think all that could be really helpful for you with the King of Swords. I also do feel you could be attracting a King of Swords type person. It could be a person who has a lot of knowledge and wisdom. It could be a person who's older than you. And, it doesn't have to be, but, definitely could be. Could be an air sign. I don't really feel it's an air sign, though. It could be a person who has, like, air in their chart is what I'm getting. Or maybe you have, like, complementary air sign placements or something like that. So I definitely feel that here. You also have this Libra card that says balance. You have this Jupiter card that says abundance. I think you are creating more abundance. I also feel like something is finally tipping more in your favor, but it's very specific, the message I'm getting here, Libra, or Scorpio. Sorry, I freaking knew I was gonna do that. But Scorpio, is what I would say here is that, let's say that you have a side hustle and a job. It's like maybe that you need to make a certain amount of money with your side hustle so you can quit your job. And it's like I feel like finally, like things are tilting in that direction. Like you're finally making the amount of money that would allow you to quit your job. Like I'm not saying you're going to do it right away, but again, I think you're getting closer and closer and closer. Things are looking more like they're tilting in that favor. Same thing with like love as well. But for love, I'm getting like time. So maybe you just haven't had time, or something. I don't know, time. I'll just say time. You just haven't had the time to invest in a connection or to find a new connection. And it's like things are finally more tilting in that favor. In the area of your next few months, you have the Ace of Wands. You're feeling very passionate and excited about what you're doing. Kind of interesting because, like, if you have Pisces in your chart, I would watch the Pisces reading as well, because I feel something very similar for you. I feel that this is saying that you are kind of getting your passion back. Maybe you haven't had passion. And I said something very similar to Pisces. So again, if you have Pisces in your chart, I'd watch that reading. But right here, there's this castle that's crumbling. The Ace of Wands can represent out with the old and in with the new. And I feel that maybe you've been having a hard time like deciding what to commit to in life, or like how much energy to, give to things that you're working on or creating in your life. And I kind of feel this energy of you, it's kind of interesting because I feel like this is saying that you are getting your passion back. The Ace of Wands is very passionate energy. And so if you but I feel this has to do with work. A lot of people look at this as a card of passion and love, which it could be, but I really feel it's speaking to like what you work on, what you put your energy into. And I think you're getting back to this like creative force. You go Empress, which is a very creative energy, down to the Ace of Wands. It's like you're in, the King of Swords is very logical. So it's like you're getting away from the logical side of things and you're stepping more back into your creative side or something like that. And I really feel this is going to lead to a lot of growth. Ace of Wands is my favorite card in the deck because the Ace of Wands to me is just like that one thing we need to motivate us to action. It's like that spark of life, that spark of hope. And I feel for a lot of you that you're kind of feeling more hopeful over the next few months, like starting now. I think you're feeling, and especially once we get to May, I think you're going to feel a lot better. And I feel you're feeling more, it's like you're feeling more inspired to me. And I think maybe that's been missing, right? Is the inspiration. It's like maybe you want to improve your life, or you want something in life, but it's like you just haven't had the inspiration to do it. And I think it's coming back. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Chariot. The Chariot is a victory. I do feel some of you could be moving away from family, or you could be thinking about moving away from family or something like that. Again, this isn't like a bad or a good thing. I just think that maybe you're moving. The Chariot, he's leaving the city behind him behind. The city just represents his, where he has grown up, where he's come from. The reason he's leaving the city is because everything is the same there, and he needs to go set himself apart and do something different. And I think this is the time that we're in, by the way. I think that we are in a time where we need to kind of set ourselves apart, where we need to be willing to be different so that we can have our own victories. And it looks like that's what you're doing here. You have the Six of Swords in the area of your future feelings. I feel more just like feeling like you're making improvements. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores. There's this woman and this child in this boat, and they only have the clothing on their back. So it literally represents the fact that they are completely moving on from something, and they're moving on. They don't really know where they're going. They're moving, hopefully, to calmer shores, but they just are hoping that they are going to find calmer shores. They don't actually know if they are going to find calmer shores when they get there. So I feel like for a lot of you, that you are just hoping that, you're kind of like moving on and starting over and hoping that you're going to hit calmer shores. And I feel like you are. So that's the good news. Your outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. Amazing. Love it. Passionate new beginning. Something with a lot of potential. So I feel like there's so much potential coming in for you. I feel like you should feel excited. I feel like you're kind of getting your pep back here with the Ace of Wands. Like I said, you do have 2 aces, which is a big yes for any question that I haven't answered. But, I kind of feel like you're feeling inspired. I also feel like you're seeing the potential that for abundance with that Jupiter card that something has in your life. Could be anything. Again, I get like this very big picture dream type of energy here where, I think that what you're imagining accomplishing in life, it's like sometimes I think, we go through stages in life where we just dream of having one thing like love or money or whatever. I feel like you're much more bigger picture. It's like you're imagining a much bigger dream where that includes like everything that you want. And the Ace of Pentacles, I feel, is saying that you're seeing the potential. You're seeing how you could have it. You have this full moon in Cancer. It says a personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, you're freeing yourself up. This reading really does say that you are kind of like freeing yourself up. You have this North Node. It says step out of a comfort zone. I think all fixed signs need to leave comfort zones that they're in. So any comfort zone or anything that you hold on to or anything that you have a hard time holding on to, again, I think I would move on from with this energy so that you can find more success, of course. So let's see. We're going to clarify through here, Scorpio, and we're going to see what comes up for you. With the Five of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, you have the World here. The World is an accomplishment, so I feel like there could be a big accomplishment coming in for you. Really good for travel. Again, I do get travel in this reading here. You had something over here as well. Or where was it? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. World, Chariot, Six of Swords. These are all cards of moving or traveling. And if you are moving or traveling, I think that there could be some victories or successes coming because you're moving or traveling. There could be more fulfillment coming because you're moving or traveling as well. With the Empress, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. Again, if I were a fixed sign, I would really be focusing very heavily on teamwork. I am not a fixed sign, and I'm focused heavily on teamwork. So that should tell you something, right? I don't even need to, and I am. So I think we're in a time of co-creation. Anything you could do to work together with other people would be really good. I also do feel pretty good about this. I think that you could be receiving recognition for the work that you've done. The Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work. And these people are recognizing him for the work that he's done there. So I feel that a lot of you are just being recognized for the work that you're doing. And, this is clearly going to bring in more abundance. With the Death card, you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords says just stay open to all the ways of doing things. Again, fixed signs, I think, just, need to stay open to all the ways that there are to do pretty much anything in life. It's like, I think you also need to experiment. Let's say that you are working on a project and you plateau. I think that in those moments where you plateau and you're not growing, I would be looking for or experimenting with new ideas because I think that will help you break through, just have breakthroughs, basically. I think that, there could be certain moments where you need to, or you are hoping to have a breakthrough. And I feel this is encouraging you to push past those moments where you don't push past things, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success coming in for you. I do feel like there could be a quick success coming in for you here with the Eight of Wands or, a quick conclusion. I think things are speeding up for you as well with the Eight of Wands. So, it's like you're making rapid progress towards something in your life. And, I think it's going to lead to a lot of success. I also feel like there just could be good news coming in based off of work that you've done in the past, like we said with the Eight of Pentacles. So if you've worked on any projects, or if you've been working on something for a long time and hoping for progress, it looks to me like you're making progress. With the King of Swords, you have the Four Wands. Yes, definitely a person you'll marry. I do feel love here. It's not really a love reading, but it's here. I think that some of you could be meeting a new person. You could already have this person in your life as well. So if you have a person in your life, this could be the person you marry. If you don't have a person, I think you could be meeting a new person. Definitely someone with a lot of knowledge and wisdom. I think you see that in this person as well. The King of Swords, this is something that you would be aware of. It's like you see this person as having a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and it could lead to marriage. I would also say that your knowledge and wisdom could be setting you free. The Four Wands can be a card of freedom. Really, it's a portal card. We have to cross through this portal in the middle of the card to have a celebration. And so it can represent completing one thing and moving on to another. You have a bunch of portals here. You have two right here, World and the Wheel of Fortune, this card, and the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles has a portal right there at the end. So I feel for some of you, it could be kind of finishing something up, and that's setting you free. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. So he's looking at those Seven Pentacles, and he's saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Was it worth it for him to grow those Seven Pentacles, or is there something different that he could be doing? And so I feel for a lot of you, this is saying that, stay open to other ways of doing things, or just stay open to doing other things in life, right? I also feel that, but again, sometimes I think with the Seven of Pentacles, it says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Meaning, we are looking at the things that we've been working on, and we're saying, is it worth it or not? Or are there better things that I could be doing? And that's what I feel is going on here. With the Chariot, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is this or that thinking, and Two of Swords says there's a third place solution right here. So she's thinking this or that about basically everything in her life, but really there's another way that she could be doing things in her life that would lead to success. With the Chariot, this would pretty much tell me that you are seeing other ways of doing things. This is coming up in the area of your closest relationships. And again, I do feel that you are probably, maybe you're more focused on finding relationships that are more flexible, or maybe you're just looking to meet people who have a different worldview or who have different perspectives. And that's what I would say here. Two of Swords can be stubborn people, or people who only see things one way. Again, what I'm getting here is that, I think we all kind of surround ourselves with certain people, right? And maybe that's what you're realizing with the Chariot. It doesn't say these people are bad or there's anything wrong with them, but I think you're just, with the Chariot, it's they live in that city and they only have one perspective. So I think that you are kind of broadening your horizons, and I'm pretty sure this card said that, right? One of these cards in here basically said broaden your horizons or something. I feel like I'm making this up, but it's somewhere in here, right? And so I kind of feel like you're maybe meeting new people or looking for people who have different perspectives in life, just so you can learn more, or so that you can change your fortunes, apparently. With the Six of Swords, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Wheel of Fortune twice, and the Wheel of Fortune represents a change in your fortunes, hopefully for the better, and it definitely looks to me like you are changing your fortunes for the better here. It's coming up with the Six of Swords, which is moving on to calmer shores, and the Wheel of Fortune, again, can just represent you changing your fortunes. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Cups. You could be attracting a Cancer. You have Chariot and this card here. So it could be Cancer, could be any sign, general reading. But if you're looking for love, if you're looking for love, it could be a Cancer. But what I also want to say is I feel that it's someone who might be more heart-based. Maybe it's a person who kind of follows their heart more. It could be a person who's very kind, caring, nurturing, all that other good stuff as well. But definitely could be love coming in for you if you are looking for love. So that looks good. We're going to pull 5 main themes. Pretty straightforward reading. We're going to pull 5 main themes, see what comes up. You have this principle card. I think you need to stick to your morals, or you need to stick to your principles, and that's what I would do here with the principle card. You have the status card, definitely attracting a person of status. So if you are looking for love, I feel you could be attracting a very successful person, or a person who has some status or something in life. And I feel that will be really good for you with this card. So I like to see that. I also do feel that you could just be increasing your status. It doesn't have to involve a person. Like I said, it seems to me like there's a change in work going on here, where, like I said, it's I almost feel like the scales are tilting in your favor here, where it's maybe you haven't been able to do something, and now you can. It's things are going more your way is what I feel. And, obviously that could increase your status. You have this extremism card. I would be careful of extremism or extreme people. Everybody gets this card nowadays, or something very similar. And it just seems to me like there could just be an extreme energy. And I would just be careful of it. Next, you have this drama card. Yes, I would avoid anyone who tries to cause drama in your life as well. This could be like the same person here. It could be like a past person. You have this publicity card. If you are doing anything involving attention, this reading looks amazing. You have the Empress here plus this. Anything you can do to get attention. Again, you're a fixed sign. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo are the fixed signs. With Pluto going into Aquarius, I definitely would encourage all you fixed signs to get as much attention as you possibly can. Like if you're trying to grow something, like a business, a career, or yourself, get as much attention as you can, and it will probably lead to a lot of success. If you work in an industry that gets attention, again, I think that this could be very fulfilling for you. This could be really good for you. But this looks really, really good. I love this. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.